Arvind Kejriwal, the Aam Aadmi Party leader who was attacked in Delhi and Sultanpuri. Once again, he was slapped at a roadshow earlier in the day. These images, of course, from earlier in the week where Mr. Kejriwal was slapped in Dakshinpuri. Now, this is the second time in a week a similar attack from an auto driver today as well. No reason being cited for what this attack is about, but it's Arvind Kejriwal really coming under the line of fire for the second time in a row. My colleague Bhairavi Singh now joins us for more on this. Bhairavi, can you tell us why there is this kind of antipathy against Arvind Kejriwal given the wave with which his party was voted into power in the assembly elections a short while ago?
Well, Maya, several reasons could be there in place. Of course, one, what Mr. Kejriwal's party is saying is, of course, these are all orchestrated attacks on them. But if you remember correctly, the Aam Aadmi Party has had a huge vote bank and support with the auto-rickshaw community, which now feels slighted and says that Mr. Kejriwal didn't do much for them. This particular person who slapped Mr. Kejriwal, of course, identified as an auto rickshaw driver, was subsequently bashed up by Kejriwal supporters, said that he was unhappy with the way Mr. Kejriwal had acted as far as the auto rickshaw community was concerned, that he had really not done much for them. But in typical Aam Aadmi Party style, they are not going to register a case against him, but he was handed over to the police and is at the moment at the Sanjay Gandhi hospital because he was beaten up quite badly. Now, Mr. Kejriwal, during his campaign trails, has been confronted with several such problems. Of course, black flags. Yogendra Yadav was thrown ink at, and of course, Mr. Kejriwal just last week also was attacked in another campaign in Dakshinpuri, and this one, of course, for Rakhi Birla in Sultanpuri. Rakhi Birla, of course, a party heavyweight, and Mr. Kejriwal was hoping that it would be the last day of campaigning would be without any such incident. Of course, Mr. Kejriwal and his party, when I spoke to them a short while ago, extremely unhappy with these incidents. But what the Delhi police has said time and again is that this could be an issue of security and the fact that many times people are able to break the cordon. Of course, Mr. Kejriwal himself breaches that security cordon while campaigning, and it becomes difficult to protect him in certain situations where there are such massive crowds to deal with during the campaign time. And Mr. Kejriwal, though, enjoys a substantial amount of security. However, as we've seen in the past, Aam Aadmi Party senior leaders have come under attack, whether it is, of course, people from opposition parties. We really don't know whether the black flags are people from the BJP, as the Aam Aadmi Party often said. We don't know. But, of course, a certain amount of unhappiness that pours out on the streets when Mr. Kejriwal has campaigned. This particular person identified as an auto rickshaw driver who said he was extremely unhappy with the very little that Mr. Kejriwal had done for his community.